Hello guys, I'm Gartou, and casual Warriors player, not a professional. I'm around low diamond, but I haven't played competitive maybe 2-3 seasons ago. But I got new friends now. I'm just getting back to competitive plays, and they are quite new to this game, so I'm trying to teach them a lot of things about the game, positioning, playing around corners, aiming, when should you use the different abilities and these stuffs. Alright, let's just start this clip and let's see what we've got.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Alright, this is quite good how we backed up to this choke point, to this corner, and we let them in the section, because we can focus fire on the enemy, because they cannot go separately, because it's one entrance. But there is a couple of issues that we need to address, like the Orisa shield would be so much better if the shield would be here, because it wouldn't allow Widowmakers to shoot through this little hole for headshots. And our Mercy is playing around shields because maybe maybe she's around here because she saw the shields is off and tried to play around the shield. But Mercy normally shouldn't be around here. She should be way back around here in this line, because there is no... where is the pen? Oh, here. Because there is no way that they can shoot down our Mercy in this section. Right, let's continue. Alright, Orisa's sheets broke down and she already strafed to the right instead of the left, and he's just cutting themselves off from the healing, because we only have Mercy, we don't have Ana or Baptiste or something that can shoot through in the long distance. Probably he'll die and we will get a disadvantage. Also because we had an AFK Reinhardt who just got back from spawn. If he would be here, this wouldn't be an issue. He would just put up the shield and Orisa just go behind the shield. Alright. Let's continue. Maybe our Reinhardt is go back because he was looking for Sombra, but Sombra's relocation animation is quite good, so you can see where is the translocator that he just used. Let me roll back. So this was this part, and you can see these lines these little lines, they are pointing that way. Maybe she put down the translocator around here. If the translocator would be back on our point in this health pack, these lines would look like something. Let me just delete that. Something like this, because it's pointing into that direction where is the translocator are. Right. Let's continue. Sorry. Also, the front line shouldn't be looking around for enemies, Sombra or Genji, because we have only one front line, Reinhardt, because Orisa just died and she's coming back from spawn. So our backline is way back, so we don't have any shields. This opens quite a lot of dangerous things. Sombra, I mean, Widowmaker, Soldier, they can easily shoot us down. Alright, let's continue.
I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Defense mode activated.
Alright, there was a couple of issues. There was a very good dragon. This just zoned out the entrance, so he split the two half of the team, because Free is outside and was Free in the inside. And the other issue was
I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Orisa is put down the shield, and Reinhardt still holding the shield. He should drop down the shield to let the shield regenerate. So this wouldn't break two of the shields. And if the two shields break down, this would open for enemies Reinhardt to shatter. But he is only on 40%, so it's not an issue for this time.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Again, our front line, Orisa just gone to the back for looking Sombra because he tried to kill her. This is not the best solution. It can work because now we have two of the front lines, and one is on the front, one is on the back. But this would be much better if the tanks just communicate with the team and say, maybe there's a Sombra behind, we should look out for her. Maybe Genji or Hanzo go and hunt them down. Alright, let's continue.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Hello.
Right, Sam. See you later.
Also, as I said, this is why you don't want to leave your team and fight in a 1v1 back in Sombra, because we just lost 3 teammates because we only had one shield. Also, it's not the Orisa's fault. There is quite something that's gone bad. Let me just point these out. 20 seconds would maybe be too much.
Personne n'échappe à mon
Right.
regard.
Hello.
Also, maybe the Reinhardt shouldn't be playing around on the cart. I mean, on this little, car, because that's the payload, that's the car. Alright, never mind. Maybe he should around somewhere like this, in this place, or maybe more back in this place. But it wasn't that bad.
Right in.
Hello? Anyone out there?
This is the part when the Genjis died because of the Widows gave him a headshot. And the Mercies tried to revive him. Let's go to this perspective. She should be able to revive her Genji here, but maybe she got frightened of the Oris of the orb, and this is why she strafed to the right. But this is opened her for all of the enemy, as you can see. Now everybody can see that the Mercy is reviving, and she cannot cancel that, and she is very easy target. So there is a couple of things that you can do. You don't revive, because there is a fight, everyone is backing up. Maybe you can able to revive just in the good time, but
Let's get you back out there.
this not happened in this time. So maybe she could revive the Genji if he started the reviving here, because there is no one that can see the Mercies reviving, only the enemy Reinhardt. Alright, let's continue.
Routing navigation system to defense. Helden sterben nicht. My will made real.
Also, for the Ashe, she shouldn't play on the high ground against the Widowmaker. As you can see, she was aiming for her. As immediately, if you can see that Widowmaker is looking at you, you should just jump down and help your teammates. You shouldn't 1v1 with enemy Widowmaker if you're an Ashe. So this is where we lost our first point.
Stop the pain.
Yeah.
Wir sterben nicht.
This was a very good Valkyrie for our Mercy.
¿Qué tal? Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Alright, let's roll back 20 seconds. We should always call out if there is a Sombra or somebody behind them, so the DPSs can look out for the flanks. Also, if you are low, as you can see in the Reinhardt, you should always call out and pull up your shield, because no one else can do damage to you, and the Mercies more easily can heal you up. But yeah, that's unfortunate. He just died because the Mercy wasn't looking for her, much for him. He was looking for somebody else. Alright, maybe the blue team should have win the fight if the Ashe wouldn't toss Bob before the fight, because she used Bob around somewhere here. Yeah, because when they died, she just pushed Bob. You shouldn't use Bob if there is no one around, because 5 or 6 people can easily just burst down Bob, and there is no real use of that. She should have wait for the team to come back somewhere around here. We should all wait for Reinhardt, our front line, and well, we don't have Orisa. There was a change for May. I didn't saw that. Oh, there is a dragon that can zone out the teams. There's 2 headshots. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There is a revive. There's Shatter. No, wait, that's just unfortunate. So basically, when you're changing a new character, you should consult with your teammates and say that I'm switching to Mei or I'm switching to another character because of that. So we don't have an Orisa, so like that.
The payload has reached the checkpoint. Helden sterben nicht.
So basically, when they push the payload to the checkpoint, and you still spawn in the old spawn point, you should always try to go back to your teammates back there and team up, basically. Or if you didn't come out in this back door here, you can come out here. You should always come down here and not in the front, and with Reinhardt shields you just strafe to the right and go back to safety. But that didn't happen on the Reinhardt because he got to the front. There was no shield for the Mercy and the Hanzo, so they died. Mercy used Valkyrie, so she won't die.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
And Reinhardt just going the wrong way. So basically,
Personne. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
you know, there is a Reinhardt charge for, so he can come back to his team faster. So if they would just the Reinhardt come down here with their teammates in this way, alright. So in this way, he would just stand here with their shield. They would just straight to the right, and no one's died. No one would die in this section, but he didn't do that. He go to the front, put up their shield, but there was no one behind him. Like, okay, he got charged in this position. Mercy used Valkyrie, so she won't die because of Zarya. Reinhardt got charged out of the map, no, almost. So he's just backing up. He will just basically die. You shouldn't resist when you know you will die, because you just respawn later in the game, and this will just create a huge disadvantage for your team, because you are the only tank now, the only shield tank. If you see there is no one around you, you should just die immediately, so you respawn in a faster manner. Alright, let's continue. Also, just a tip for the Reinhardt, if you hear you are being hacked by Sombra, if you turn around with your shield and you cut the line of sight for the Sombra, the hack will stop, so you wouldn't be hacked in this way. Like, what the hell? What was that Reinhardt charge? There is no one's around you, there's no coordination, no communication. That guys, charging in, back me up, let's go in together. Reinhardt just charged in with no brain, actually. Not thinking about anything. There's no one around you, why are you charging in? And they just die. There is no tank, no shield, they can just freely shoot. Okay, there is a good Bob, that's contesting payload.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Also, what was that May and Mercy doing on the back line? So there's the Bob. There is a May coming to the right. Damage boosting by the Mercy. You should stop here. Why are you going to the back? With the Mercy, the only healer on the blue team. If you would have two healers, like a Mercy and a Moira, okay, you can split up. But if you don't have two healers, you can split up because the other teammates won't have any heals. But yeah, Mei can flank and kill the Mercy, the Widowmaker, or the Sombra. But not in this way, with Mercy on the side.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
This Reina's just standing in the payload like like a statue. Some fights going on and he's not helping on in the any of the fights. If you can see, there is a May ult Blizzard coming out. You maybe, depends on the situation, maybe you should go in and help kill some of the enemy. That's the Frozen. Let's see that again. But he will die here. There is a Blizzard almost up.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
So you can see the Blizzard coming out. As a Reinhardt, you should go in with your teammates and help kill the enemy. As you can see, Zyra is frozen, and the enemy's Reinhardt charged on the Mei. So why don't you helping her? Or why aren't you going with the Bastion and shielding him? You're just standing on the payload like a statue, as I just said. Also, the Reinhardt's shield is quite broken. Like, it's on... The fuck? Why can't I spect it? F5. Alright. It's quite buggy. So the Reinhardt shield is on 400. Why don't you just... Does the enemy's Reinhardt? No. Alright, never mind. So sometime you should go to the side and let the shield recharge so you have a full shield, not just 400.
Dein
Schutzengel ist da. Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei. Helden sterben nicht.
So Reinhardt, if you are low on health, you shouldn't charge, because they will just burst down that 1 or 200 HP, and the charge won't happen, because you will just die. You should keep the shield up, let the healer or healers heal you up, and maybe then charge.
Schutzengel ist da.
And this is where.
Victory.
Right, let's see that again. That was what happened on Reinhardt. He was letting the shield charge. He's standing on the payload, so he's contesting. Yeah, he wasn't ever under the enemy's Reinhardt on the right. That's quite unfortunate, but you should always aware where is your enemy. If you see that going to the right, you should always check what's on your right.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
So as you can see, there is a soldier and a Reinhardt going to the right. Reinhardt should have seen that, and the others on the left. You should go to the left or to the right to help your teammates kill the enemy, not standing on the payload like a statue.
Helden sterben nicht.
There was a Widowmaker change. I didn't notice that. But why are we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5? Why we just have 5 people on our team? Like, what the hell? So it was a 5v6. That's interesting. Maybe he left the match or something. If you see a Reinhardt is charging on you as a Mei, you should use your shift, the ice block, or the wall, so you stop the Reinhardt charge and you will not get charged. Like here, both of your cooldown was on, so which I mean you didn't have any cooldowns. Why don't you just use your skills?
I'm taking care of it.
You have Shatter,
Heroes never die.
so you get charged on the right. You could hear that charging sound, so you just hold your shield up.
Helden sterben nicht.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Right, maybe
Victory.
this is it.
Der Kampf ist noch
Move! Out of my way! Come on, I got a team.
若敵を食らう
Alright, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or anything that you want to share with me, comment down on the video, like and share and subscribe. Thank you, bye bye.